So there's a lot of people in life that are never fully content where they're at. They're always looking for the next best thing. If they're having a very exciting time in their year, they're looking for the next 5 years and what they're planning. That's how it can be with sports a lot of the times. We have an amazing thing going on right now in the NBA with the NBA bubble. All the series have been highly entertaining. There's been a lot of memorable moments. I'm really looking forward till next year. And that's what we're going to talk about first, because I have a prediction. I have a prediction that next year can be the best NBA season in the last 20 to 30 years. And by best, I mean most balanced, most entertaining, most exciting, most contending teams. So let's break it down. We're going to go over each team very briefly. I want to do a longer series on each team and what their next year is going to look like, but that's going to be in another video. So in the West, we have the Lakers. Of course, this is the best duo in the NBA with LeBron and Anthony Davis, but what makes them so interesting is they have a lot of one-year contract players this year. So while they're able this year to make a lot of good acquisitions to form a championship team when Kawhi left them high and dry in the offseason, I'm not sure what they're going to be able to do next year. Are they going to bring a lot of the same people back? Are they going to look for more veteran players? Are they going to look for younger, more explosive talent? Like, what are they looking for? Because the Clippers have a very good chance to win it this year. But if they don't, what does their offseason look like? Second team's the Clippers. They have Kawhi and Paul George, obviously, a great defensive team. And this is a very, very deep team, and they do have players with contracts for years in the future, so I don't think they're going to do too much to change. The Nuggets hit huge with Michael Porter Jr. and Bol Bol. They were already the best youngest team in the NBA. They were getting the second and third seed for consistent years, and now I think they are 1 year away from being a contending, because Michael Porter Jr. I do not think is coming out of that starting lineup, and they're taking the Utah Jazz to 7, and they have 2 starters hurt right now. Which brings me on our next team, the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell is an emerging star, and with the Nuggets, I didn't even mention Jamal Murray. He's been on a tear this postseason. But Donovan Mitchell he's emerging as a superstar in this league. And I think the Jazz are just very all around. They're the best three-point shooting team in the NBA, which is huge in today's league. And I think they have a really good defense. Rudy Gobert is obviously clogging the paint on everything. And with the emergence of Donovan Mitchell, they have a lot of good pieces around them. The Jazz are contenders. The Rockets are also contenders. I think they're going to shoot themselves in and out of a lot of games. And I think as long as they have James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and a lot of people that can shoot it from the corner, they're going to be a contender for years to come. The Mavericks have emerged, and Luka Doncic is here. If he had Porzingis in this series, this Clippers series might be still going on. So that's very scary. Luka Doncic has become a man in this league. He's only 21 years old. I believe he averaged over 30 points and almost a triple-double against Paul George and Kawhi Leonard and Marcus Morris, the 3 best wing defending guards in the league. All right, and the last team, people are forgetting them, out of sight, out of mind, but the Warriors. They have their nucleus back for a 73-9 team, which is Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond, and they have the second pick in the 2020 NBA draft. So this team is coming back, and they also added Andrew Wiggins and a few other pieces, and their all their bench players last year got starting minutes for an entire season. So don't forget about the Warriors. And if you counted, that's Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Jazz, Rockets, Mavs, Warriors. That is 7 teams that I believe are legit contenders. This is going to be the most balanced the West has ever been. It's going to be highly competitive. And we haven't gotten to the East yet. The East isn't nearly as balanced as the West is, but it's interesting. Let me go over some teams. So the Bucks. This is getting recorded on a Tuesday morning, by the way. So Monday night, last night, Jimmy Butler and the Heat just took Giannis and the Bucks in Game 1. And that's scary. If Giannis wins Defensive Player of the Year, which he did, and I'm assuming he's going to win the MVP, and he's been coming up short. They've been the favorites to make it to the finals the last 3 years. If they get bounced for a third time, and this time in the semifinals, I think Giannis could be looking for a move. And that is, I have some theories on where Giannis could potentially go, because this is a signing year. If he doesn't sign the max extension, I'm guessing that the Bucks are going to be looking to trade him because they don't want to give him away for nothing. So the Bucks are obviously contenders for next year if Giannis stays, but could be shaken up. The Celtics, I love the Celtics. That everyone on this team knows their role, and Jason Tatum is an emerging star. Jaylen Brown, I believe, is going to get his first All-Star selection next year. Kemba Walker was a great addition. He's not nearly as talented as skilled as Kyrie, but he's close and he fits the team a lot more. The ball doesn't stick with him quite as much, but he will get you the buckets. And as Cantor, Marcus Smart, it's just a very good, well-balanced team with a great coach. The Sixers are going to shake up the league here in a second because Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid just are not working together. I do think that this is Ben Simmons' fault. He is not willing to take jumpers. He's not trying. He's practicing a lot on it, but when he's not putting in the effort or not even trying in meaningless regular season games to better himself, that'd be really frustrating. Now I don't even know who's going to move. I don't know if they'd keep Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid, but I believe a lot of people in the 76ers camps are getting fired. My bad. Sorry about that. But yeah, the 76ers, trust the process is getting a lot harder to trust right now. And it's getting, I think they're closing in on the years of Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid together. The Raptors have been very fun to watch. The reigning NBA defending champions lost Kawhi Leonard, but have not missed a beat. Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, all improving. They all play very hard. Their defensive rotations are amazing. They're so much fun to watch. Just a very good fundamental team with great defense, efficient scoring, a great coach, and is looking like contenders for the next years to come. And then the team I'm looking most forward to next year out of everyone is the Brooklyn Nets. With the return of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, with a team who performed very well in the bubble with Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen. It's a very Joe Harris. You have snipers everywhere that can take over games, and they didn't make much of a series with Toronto, but in their 8 bubble games they played very well. And adding KD and Kyrie, I'm very excited. So that's the Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, Raptors, Nets. That is 5 teams in the East, 7 teams in the West that I could believe contend. And that's the most balanced it's ever been. We had 4 straight years with the Cavs and